Hello everyone, welcome to my channel India Gate. This is Nandini Sharma and in this video we talk about the EKT, that is your Engineering Knowledge Test, which is conducted by the AIF, means Indian Air Force, along with FCAT written exam. The FCAT is stand for Air Force Common Admission Test. Now, all the aspirants of FCAT, clear your concepts, confusion and doubt with related EKT in FCAT exam. So let's get starting. So here I prepare some agenda. So agenda are, first is your what is EKT. Second is who is eligible for EKT and who can write EKT. Third is what is EKT pattern of exam or syllabus. Is there negative marking, and we say what is a marking scheme. And fifth is your what will be EKT conducted. So when will be EKT is conducted? This is my fifth agenda. Now come to the sixth agenda. The sixth is defined as what is the selection process detail, and seventh is frequently asked question FAQ, which is held by you and asked by you. Now come to the our first agenda, that is your what is EKT. So EKT is stands for, and full form of the EKT is Engineering Knowledge Test. Now EKT is a test for engineering graduates who apply for the technical branch in IAF, that is your Indian Air Force. The purpose of EKT is the testing basic knowledge of engineering required for the technical branch. And last point is with related EKT, that is your EKT is compulsory for all the graduates, engineering graduates who are appear for the technical entry in the Air Force. To appear for this exam, they have to pass this test along with the FCAT written test. Now come to the next agenda, that is your who is eligible for EKT and who can write the EKT exam. So here EKT for candidate with one of the choice as the technical branch, like your flying branch and your technical ground duty branch. Now here some engineering branches like mechanical, computer science, information technology, electrical and electronics, aeronautical engineering, electronic and communication, electrical and etc. It is necessary for engineering graduates who are appear for the technical engineering technical entry along with the FCAT written test. Now come to the next agenda of the EKT, that is your what is the EKT pattern of the exam or syllabus. So here two exam held, that is your FCAT and second is your EKT. So in the basis of the FCAT, the subjects are general aptitude, verbal ability in English, numerical ability and reasoning, and military aptitude test. The duration of the FCAT is 2 hours, that means 120 minutes. And the number of question is here 100. So total number of marks is 300. 3 marks for each right answer. Now come to the EKT exam, that is our agenda. So here subjects are mechanical, computer science and electrical and electronics, and duration is here 45 minutes and total number of question is 50. And maximum marks is 150, means 3 marks for each correct answer. Now here the Online examination will be consist of the objective type questions. That is your MCQ based question will be in English only for both FCAT and EKT. Now come to the next agenda, that is what is a marking scheme. Now this is the most important for us, marking scheme. So there are 3 points with related marking scheme. First is 3 marks will be awarded for each correct answer, and second is 1 marks will be deducted for every incorrect answer and no mark for unattempted question. So we say that easily, yes, there is negative marking, that is 1 marks for each incorrect answer. Now come to the next agenda, that is when will be EKT conducted. So EKT exam is conducted and it takes place immediately after the FCAT paper. That is, as soon as FCAT test paper get over, the normal test paper will be followed by the EKT for the engineering graduate who are appear for the technical branch entry through FCAT. Now come to the next agenda, that is what is selection process details. So here selection process detail is given. I include only the 3 points here. First is your selection will be based on the score in engineering knowledge test, that is EKT and FCAT. After they qualify FCAT and EKT, contender will be invited for the medical test, intelligence test, ground test, psychological test and interview round organized by the FCAT selection board, that is AFSB. And the next important point is that all the applicants of the flying branch should be attempt the CPSS, that is your computerized pilot selection system, and PABT, that is pilot aptitude battery test. Now come to the next agenda, that is your FAQ, that is frequently asked question. So if you have various query with related EKT, so you have to get the answer through this FAQ. So first FAQ, if any candidate passed in FCAT but not qualify EKT exam, then can he or she eligible for not technical? So answer is yes. The candidate is eligible for non-tech but not eligible for technical entry by the AIAF. Okay, next FAQ is, can electronic and communication engineering branch students apply for EKT? So yes, they are also apply for the EKT. Now come to the next FAQ. FAQ third. If any candidate don't want to give EKT or don't want to join technical duties, so can candidate give FCAT paper only? So answer is yes. Already fill the form for technical or non-technical services, and so you have to go accordingly. Okay, and come to the fourth FAQ. If a candidate have done engineering and would like to enter the Air Force non-technical branch, do candidate still have to clear EKT? So answer is no. Now next FAQ is fifth. While filling the FCAT form, there is asked about the EKT. So can any candidate select other EKT fields? So answer is yes, but my suggestion is candidates should select only on-field subjects of EKT for more clarification and simplification. And next FAQ is sixth. Can BCA student eligible for the FCAT exam? So answer is yes, he or she is eligible for the FCAT exam. Now next question, FAQ 7. If any student have another branch but he or she want to technical branch, so is EKT compulsory? So yes, EKT is compulsory for technical branch. Now come to the next question, that is FAQ 8. If any student or candidate have 60% individually in maths and physics in 10 plus 2. Do he or she eligible for technical branch? So answer is no. Why? Because minimum requirement is not fulfilled by the IAF, that is Indian Air Force. Now next FAQ is the 9. What will be happened if any candidate pass in AKT but not pass in FCAT? So sorry for this question and this FAQ, because then he or she give exam again, because FCAT exam is compulsory for both tech and non-tech entry. So without FCAT exam qualify, you can't enter the Air Force. Now come to the next FAQ, that is 10. Is flying branch pilot required to give AKT? So answer is yes, because here flying branch and pilot also come under the technical branch. And last FAQ of this session is, when will we come notification of FCAT? So it is come 2 times in a year, first in July and second in December. Now this session is and here I hope you understand and clear your all confusion, doubts and concepts. If you have another query and doubt with related this, so please comment me. Thank you for watching. जय हिंद, जय भारत.